Charging started. Self-cleaning is starting, followed by quiet drying.
This is the Roborock F25 ACE and the Roborock F25. These are the updated wet dry vacuums from Roborock. And in this video, we're going to focus on the F25 ACE, but we're going to have a separate video for the F25. Let's see if this wet dry vac is going to be the revolutionary wet dry vacuum that we had originally expected from Roborock. So this is using our Roborock F25 ACE here. I'm going to turn it on. Auto mode. You really don't need a lot. So here's a pinky. I'm cleaning my floors with my pinky finger. The Roborock comes with that lowered water tank design, something we saw on the Narwhal S20 Pro, as well as on the Tinico S6 Stretch. Roborock F25 ACE comes with heated self-cleaning. That means it's going to heat up the water so that it's going to do a better job overall just cleaning up the brushes. Then if you look at the 720 degree alternating roller rotations, that just means your brush roll is going to be able to go back and forth so that it's going to do a better job cleaning itself. Now you're also getting the fast drying and quiet drying, so your base station is going to have a self-heating function so that it's going to dry your brush roll faster, probably cutting it down by about 70–80%. This is not a new feature. We've already seen Tinico have it as well as Narwhal, but it's nice to see that Roborock is adding it. It's also going to be coming with edge-to-edge cleaning, so that means the edge-to-edge cleaning is going to allow it to get closer to corners. That means you have less likely to have to make more passes. Then you have the longer battery lifespan, so that means your battery is going to last longer, and that's just because they're using updated cells. It's not that much of a difference. You're looking at probably just about 10 or 15 more minutes overall. Taking a look at the base of your unit, you'll notice that this is going to be your clean water tank. And your clean water tank is going to be almost directly connected to the brush roll. So that means there's not a lot of travel between the clean water and when it's used on your brush. Now the ACE is coming with this auto dispenser here, so this is where it's going to auto dispense its soap. So this is going to actually just be a separate area inside. If you're looking at the overall build construction, you'll notice that there is a lot of plastic here. So this plastic is high quality, but it is still going to be plastic. So there's not a lot of metal here anymore. And if we take out our brush roll, the only real metal that they have left is going to be on the bar here. So everything was converted to plastic, and that's also why I believe the Roborock F25 has a much lower price, even though they're giving you more value. So this is going to be the self-propulsion system on your F25 ACE, and here is going to be where it's going to be shooting out some heat so that it's going to be able to clean your brush roll better because it's going to have heated self-washing. Now, this does not come with heated self-drying. If you're looking for it, that's actually going to be inside of the base. And traditionally, you would see holes here if there were heated self-drying inside of the actual bottom of your unit. Putting everything back together is going to be very simple. Plug here, and you can see that there is going to be a little bit of a groove there that just fits in. It's super simple. You just pop it in, push, and this will just go in that way. So it's not magnetic, but there's a little handle here and you can pull it out. If you want to push it back in, you do have to put a little bit of force in, but it will go back in. And then this is where your base goes in, and it all secures in to the front. Now let's take out the station. So this is where the pump for your clean water is going to be here, and that's going to be going inside of that tank. Now if I take out the roller, it's super easy to take it out. I just had to pull this little lever, pull it out. You'll notice that there are scrapers here, and that's where it's going to clean itself and all the debris will go in that hole. You also have this area here, which is going to be rubberized, so that's where some of the heat is coming from for your heated self-cleaning sessions. Side by side, you see the ACE has the soap dispensing as well as the wheels, while your F25 does not have that. But the self-propulsion as well as the front of both units look the same. So taking out the dirty water tank on the F25 ACE is super easy. You have one button here and you're just going to pull it up and it's going to pop right out. So you can do it with one hand and it just comes out. Now it's not going to be herky-jerky. The build quality of the tank is quite nice. So they use this opaque plastic. So I will commend that on the build quality here. So the tank system is still relatively standard. You have this But what Roborock did is that they added more screens. So this screen area here, as you can see, is meant to collect a lot of the debris that might be making your dirty water tank fill up faster, as well as weighing everything down. This filter is pretty standard, and that's where the water is going to flow. Anything heavy is going to drop here, and the clean water will just spill out. So the nozzle here directly connects to the port, giving it a more secure fit. So it actually looks and sounds a little bit quieter because everything just interlocks a little bit better. There's going to be a rubber or silicone ring here that seals everything together. So when you want to clean it out, you just pick it up and remove it from the plastic and dump it out. There's the port, and there's the hole here. So again, not a huge difference in the design of the dirty water tank. They just improve the way to, so not a huge difference in the overall design of the dirty water tank, but I like how they changed how you remove it and keep it secure. And I like how they made the color so you can't really tell how dirty it is. But at the same time, you can't really tell how full it is either. You're going off the machine to tell you when to empty your tank more. And you can see that the clean water tank fits firmly inside of the unit. And on the right side is the auto dispenser, and on the left side is the add water. It is a clean look overall. So how you activate your unit here is that it's going to be coming with self-propulsion. So the second you turn it on, it's going to want to go forward. So make sure you have a good grip on it, and then you're going to press the power button.
Max mode.
This is going to be on max mode. Now it's going to be wanting to turn itself, and our unit here is actually just moving on its own. So you don't need much effort here. And it will move on, and if you want to move it back, it will move back and forth. So you're really just using one single finger, and it is just doing its thing. So your unit is coming with an eco mode, sponge mode, auto mode, max mode. So once you press the power button, the self-propulsion is going to stop. It's actually going to just settle into place, and then it kind of locks down so that you can just pick up your unit and put it down. Your unit will also come with something interesting. It will come with a wheel on the handle. So if you want to use it at 180 degrees, you can, because it's going to have a wheel on the handle, and you can just push it forward on its own. So overall, on your Roborock F25A, and you're looking at the display, it's not giving you too much information. That bar, the color bar there, is going to be letting you know how dirty your floor is, with red being bad and blue being good. You're going to have 4 different modes as the battery life, and you're going to have a Wi-Fi mode in case you want to use it with the app. So Roborock's SlideTech technology is actually very interesting, and once you use it, it's actually very useful. So here, once I turn on my, it's going to activate the wheels, and you'll see. So once you start moving, the wheels are going to want to go forward, but then when you go back, it's actually going to self-propulse back. So forward, back. And you don't need a lot of effort. So here I'm going to do it with just my finger. Right, just my finger. It's just my finger here. That's very impressive because you can just do your whole entire house here without having to put much effort into it because of that SlideTech. Now, it's not much different from what Tinico has on their S7 Pro, as well as their self-propulsion technology, except here it's going to just give you a bigger thrust forward and back. Makes it just a little bit more useful if you're using this in regular day life, because you're more likely to use this going back and forth than just one long direction. And if you want to see what it looks like if we're going 180 degrees, let's see. So on the handle of your F25 ACE, you're going to have your self-clean button here, your power button, and your mode button up top. So a good question is, how much cleaning solution should I use? So if you're just filling up your clean water tank here, you do not need to use that much because it's a non-sudsing solution. I would just recommend maybe an ounce total for the entire tank here. The cool thing about having the auto dispenser is that it is going to be mixing the water and the soap together when it hits the roller, not before. So that means there's no commingling between your fresh water and your soap prior to you using it. Comparing the wheels between the F25 ACE and the F25, the F25 ACE is going to have the larger, more heavy-duty wheels. On the ACE, it's going to have these smaller hidden wheels underneath. So the ACE is going to be better for all-terrain as well as for hard floors that have a lot of texture, and it's going to be irregular. Now that doesn't mean the F25 is going to perform less than the F25 ACE. It just means it doesn't come with those wheels, so it's not going to have the same capabilities when you need it. I do like how they put the charging how they hid the charging contact points here so that A, it's going to be more secure because you're using gravity to lock it in, and B, it just looks better in my overall opinion. So we're going to run our rolled oat test here. So we're going to use half a cup of rolled oats, half a cup of milk. We're going to let it sit for just about 20 minutes and see if our Roborock is going to be able to pick it up. A lot of viewers ask me why I do the rolled oat tests, and it's because a lot of these companies make the claim that they can pick up cereal, they can pick up rolled oats, they can pick up soup and spaghetti off our floors. So this is just a natural extension of that. So I want to see if it can pick it up, and I want to see if it can clean the roller, because it's not just about picking things up, it's about how well your machine is able to clean itself after. And the rolled oats is also going to pick and make sure that it can pick up larger particle sizes, because a lot of these machines, if it's not going to have enough suction power, they can get clogged, and that's going to mean you're going to have wet spills on your floor, which is not fun at all. One single pass, perfect. Perfect. So performance is very quiet. It's easy to use, and I actually think the Roborock F25 is quite impressive for what it's delivering because it's very effective. But now let's try it with a more difficult test. We're going to try it with some peanut butter. Butter here, so put our peanut butter on our floors. And the peanut butter is not just a test to see if it can pick up the peanut butter, it's also a test to see if it can clean itself after picking up peanut butter. Here we're going to put it on max mode. We're going to let it do its work on the peanut butter. And there is still some peanut butter residue where the scraper part is, and that's okay, even though we ran it for about 5 minutes. We'd expected that, and I think you have to get that peanut butter off in the self-cleaning cycle. Now we're going to compare the F25 ACE versus the F25. How we're going to do that is that we're going to remove both of the peanut butter and oatmeal mix. We're going to put it on our board here, and we're going to see which one picks it up better. This is what the dirty water tank looks like on your F25 ACE. You can see now the catch here, it didn't collect as much as we had hoped. A lot of it is already inside, so we're just going to spill that. So we're going to do a quick test. We're going to spill a lot of high C on our floors and let the Roborock F25 ACE pick it up. Auto mode, Let's see if it's going to detect, or the sensor is going to detect the solution. Another interesting thing about your F25 ACE is that it does not use that much detergent. So we've basically just went through an entire tank of water, but it only used maybe about 1/6 of the tank of detergent. So that's in parallel to where we use way more detergent with our F25. You might find that the F25 ACE is going to just be a little bit more efficient with the soap. This is going to be on our F25 ACE after using it on the Kool Aid. So there is a slight reddish hue to our brush roll here. So we want to see, is the hot water washing going to be able to clean our pad?
Cleaning is starting, followed by quiet drying. Roller cleanliness detected. Soaking the roller. Scrubbing the roller into wing rotation. Self-cleaning completed. Drying is starting. Please empty and clean the dirty tank to prevent odors.
So this is going to be our brush roll here, and you notice that there is still going to be a slight reddish hue, but predominantly almost all of the Kool Aid is removed. So after running the 3-minute self-clean cycles 2 times, let's take off the clean water tank and see how the rollers look. So this is going to be the roller now, and what we want to know is if this is going to be wet, and did it remove all of that red food coloring. So we're just going to see how wet it is. And it's going to be collecting all the moisture on that roller. And as you can see, even after just about 10 minutes, the paper towel is relatively dry. There's a little bit of wetness on it, and that's just because it's still in the process of drying. And you can see that after running the self-clean cycle twice, the red dye that was used inside of the Kool Aid has all been removed. So this is going to be the brush roll, and you can see that that brush roll is fully clean now. Measuring out the temperature of the heat here, we're going to use a heat gun. So we're just going to point it at here. So our unit is averaging close to about 110. Just after about 30 minutes, our roller is completely dry. So that's very impressive. There's going to be 2 types of modes. You have quiet dry and fast dry. We're going to be switching it to quiet dry.
Drying mode has been changed to quiet drying.
And now to fast dry.
Drying mode has been changed to fast drying.
Then we're going to turn it on.
Self-cleaning is starting, followed by fast drying. Scrubbing the roller into wing rotation.
So the fast drying session takes about 9 minutes compared to 3 minutes on the normal drying time. So the fast drying session takes about 9 minutes, which is 6 minutes longer than the 3 minutes for the standard cleaning session. So we're going to take this out. Now I want to see how dry our roller is after that. So this is on that quick dry mode. So we're just putting our roller here, seeing how much liquid is actually going to be on the roller itself, and you can see that it is pretty dry. So overall, after just 9 minutes, it is very dry. So let's take out our unit. We're going to be pulling out the brush roll. So this is the roller after the 9-minute drying session, and you can see it is already very dry. It's not 100% dry, but I would say this is going to be about 90-95% dry, which is awfully close for just about 9 minutes from when we started the self-cleaning session. All of the Kool Aid is off our roller as well. So the fast drying session is definitely impressive. One of the best drying cleaning sessions we've seen yet. So it's going to be super easy to find your device. You just connect to it. You're going to connect automatically to your device. It's going to connect successfully.
Connecting to your Wi-Fi network.
So this is going to be the Roborock F25 ACE app. You're going to have the ability to turn on the self-cleaning inside the app, turn on the drying inside the app, and you have the ability to do the custom cleaning. So if you want custom cleaning here, you can select the self-cleaning mode between balanced, smart, and deep. You have your self-cleaning water temperatures where you can select between room temperature and high, and you have the automatic self-cleaning so that anytime you dock your machine, it's going to clean itself automatically. Inside these settings, you can also adjust the cleaning settings. So you have auto mode. So inside of auto mode, it allows you to decide on the suction strength between gentle, balanced, and turbo, water level, low, medium, high, roller speed, as well as detergent level. Also have the capabilities of adjusting your smart active drive wheels so that if you want more propulsion, you can put it on intense or mild. I find moderate is the easiest for me. Mild is not strong enough, and intense is going to really just be driving itself and you have to steer. In terms of sponge mode is just a mode where you're not going to be adding water, you're just going to be extracting. So that's going to give you suction force of gentle, balanced, and turbo, and a roller speed of slow and fast. In terms of your dock settings, you have the self-cleaning mode, balanced, smart, deep. You have the self-cleaning water temperature between room and high, and you can change the drying duration between fast drying and quiet drying. In terms of maintenance, is going to give you your filter and your roller life. So overall, the Roborock F25 ACE's app experience is really just a supplement. I'm not sure it's required. I'm not sure if you're really going to need it. You can make adjustments to your device so you can make more customization in case you want to make it dry your roller on room temperature, or let's say you want to use more water. But if you're okay and you never really adjusted that before, you might not need to use it with the Wi-Fi app. What's our verdict on the Roborock F25 ACE wet dry vacuum is that it's going to be a solid offering. It does everything you ask it to do, and it does it at a reasonable price. It can be lied flat. It has the hot water washing as well as that hot air drying, so that it's going to be very good at self-cleaning itself, which is as important as just being a very good vacuum or mop. As a overall vacuum, it still has similar performance to other wet dry vacuums, so we're not noticing a big increase in the suction power, but you're getting a lot more features, and it runs very quietly, and there's not a lot of distance for the clean water to have to travel to clean your floors. So we're noticing that it is more efficient, it looks nice, and it's going to be relatively affordable for what it does. So with that, thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below, and please hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help support our channel, and I'll catch you next time. This is David with the French Glow signing off. Bye.